هناك حالات كثيرة من التزوير سواء المعنوي أو المادي قد يلجأ إليها بعض الأفراد المصريين سواء مسيحيين أو مسلمين بقصد تحقيق أغراض شخصية، مثل حق اللجوء السياسي لبعض الدول أو حصول على فيزا أو إقامة أو أي أغراض أخرى. فيجب على جميع المحامين التأكد من سلامة وصحة الأوراق الرسمية المتقدمين بها المصريين سواء مسيحي أو مسلم قبل منحهم أي حق لهم في الدول الأجنبية.
When the West carries news stories that local people know are not true or are grossly exaggerated, this can have harmful consequences.
When rumors start here in Egypt and picked up by people and Christians in the West and become magnified and then transferred back to Christians here in Egypt, so they see the magnified picture. It doesn't help at all, because once there is a false picture or magnified picture, it doesn't help any party. It doesn't help Christians here because they will feel self-pity. It doesn't help Christians in the West because they become very worried about their relatives and friends here. And it doesn't help the Christian-Muslim relation because the Muslim sees that the Christians are making false reports and false stories about them, while this is not the reality. So they feel somehow attacked somehow, and definitely this affects the Christian-Muslim relation here as well.
Rumors and false reports can instill a sense of paranoia among people and create an unnecessary fear of the other, leading to divisions between Christians and Muslims.
Muslim, then it has to be associated with fanatic. So it becomes very easy to reach the point where any incident where a Christian converts would be only a result of a kidnap or of coercion in a way. I believe that this is a normal result of the way certain groups promote repeatedly certain ideas about the Arab.
Reverend Menis Abdel-Noor puts it more bluntly.
I think the harm is spiritual. We are telling lies. We are not telling the truth.
While unsubstantiated journalism is still raising tensions, Egyptians continue to be hopeful for better Arab-West relations.
لازم الشرق يكتشف الغرب ثقافة الغرب. ليس الغرب كله شرير زي ما بيصوروه أحيانا في المجلات والصحافة. الغرب خلاص، المسيحية خلاص، الفساد منتشر. مش مظبوط. وكذلك مش لازم يتصور الغرب إن الشرق كله عبارة عن متعصبين، متطرفين، إرهابيين. مش مظبوط. الشرق والغرب مهم أوي 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 يكتشفوا القيم، كل واحد له قيمه، له ثقافاته نحترمها.
The inflated news coverage of the alleged kidnapping caused many investigators close to Inji to review the matter.
على سبيل المثال مثلا قصة إنجي، أنا عايز أقول إن قصة إنجي يعني من واقع ما يعني تقابلنا مع أسرتها وخاصة والدها وقرأنا عنها وتعاملنا مع هذه القضية، ليس هناك اختطاف.
بالنسبة للحالة دي بالذات دي مش اختطاف. أنا حزين على إنجي، وأنا كلمتها قبل ما تسيب الكنيسة بأيام وطلبت إن أنا أقابلها وأقعد معاها. رفضت وقالت لي لا، أنا رايحة بمزاجي وأنا ما حدش ضغط عليا.
Arab West Report stepped in to clear up the issue. With rigorous investigations, AWR confirmed the false claim to kidnapping and discovered a more positive relationship between Muslims and Christians than is often claimed.
If a Christian girl is kidnapped, she can cry and shout, any Muslim in the street would come to rescue her.
As one looks at the consequences of exaggerated and unsubstantiated reporting on Arab countries, one realizes that there's truly a need for a source of news that is clearly articulated, rigorously investigated, fair, and balanced. One solid source of this news is found at the Center for Arab West Understanding. That center can help others to do research in this area. It can help them network with key leaders. It can provide vital insight into the dynamics of the Arab world. The center also produces a weekly electronic newsletter called Arab West Report. AWR focuses on good investigative journalism, going to the actual locations and talking with those who can give the best account of the events that took place. A lot of research is done to ensure that complex issues are communicated objectively.
I spent much time on the research around the conversion of Angie. I spoke to Angie, her brothers Nagy, and the Muslim sheikh with whom she stayed after she ran away from the family. I also spoke to 2 Coptic Orthodox priests and 2 human rights lawyers. I started investigating the story immediately after Campus Direct claimed that Angie was kidnapped. I wanted to know exactly what happened because Angie's father was my English teacher at school. We verified every piece of information we got, and we followed the story over almost 1 year.
The Center for Arab West Understanding recently applied for recognition as a non-governmental organization in Egypt. And many people, including former Dutch Prime Minister Van Acht, have praised its mission and its contributions.
الحقيقة أنا كلمت بالفعل الأستاذة الدكتورة أمينة الجندي وزيرة الشؤون الاجتماعية وقلت لها الفكرة بتاعت أرب ويست رحبت جدا، وإحنا في مصر كل مسؤول وكل واحد من الشعب برحب بأي نشاط يخدم السلام العالمي والسلام الاجتماعي في كل بلد وبين البلاد وبعضها. وممكن جدا أرب ويست بمتابعة نشاطها في أن تكون جسر بين أوروبا والعالم العربي وبين أمريكا والعالم العربي.
I think it will help the West to understand the real and to see the real picture over here in the Arab Islamic countries. And once this is achieved, there will be better relation, better cooperation, better understanding. Friendships start by understanding each other. So Arab West report help in developing this better understanding. And I think it's so important. It will reflect definitely on the Christian-Muslim relation here. It will reflect on Christian-Muslim relation between the Arab and the West. It will even reflect on government-to-government relation as well.
AWR not only translates and does investigative reporting, but also maintains an archive for the use of researchers such as Dr. Mary Picard.
I think the most important thing that AWR has done is to really give people from the outside who are not able to live in Egypt a more realistic view of the life of the church in Egyptian society, and a better understanding of how Christians and Muslims interact today and what some of their traditions are.
The Center for Arab West Understanding, with its weekly Arab West report, has grown in scope and influence, yet still faces many challenges ahead. Some of its future plans include development of a large database of articles from the Arabic press translated into English, and a database of independent investigative reports, all made accessible on the Internet. The Center also hopes to acquire a permanent language editor and to develop an internship program.
I found that it is why shouldn't the news be built on another maxim, which is good news? Why news in the world media should be built on bad news?